Chuck, all the states are breaking badly for McCain. What does he have to do tonight to get back into the race? What does the McCain campaign think he needs to do?
Well, you just asked two questions. What do you think he needs to do? What's the McCain campaign think he thinks to do? And I think that's what's going on inside the McCain campaign right now. I think there are some that say, hey, it's time to unleash the dogs. It's time to say, make the case that this Barack Obama's not ready to be president and make it all about Obama. And I think there's another part of McCain world, some of it coming from the outside, but probably some of it reflected on the inside that says, hey, wait a minute. The markets crashed yesterday. People are panicked. If you go too negative and too tone deaf on the issues of the day tonight, you could lose this election tonight, and instead you better talk about big issues. You better reassure voters that you have your finger on the pulse on this economy right now. So I think I kind of think I think they're having an internal struggle about this. If I were them, I would be too. I think you literally can make a good case for doing both. You can say, look, we're never going to win the economy issue. This is about making Obama unelectable. And then you can make the case that says, yeah, but you'll never win if you can't make a credible case on the economy. I think it's a tough place for them to be in right now.
So what is the challenge for McCain? How does he navigate this, given the fact that the campaign is taking one strategy? Whether or not it's effective, we'll see. But the economy is where John McCain, I think, needs to make some headway as a leader tonight in the debate. How does he do that?
He is. Look, you got to look at our latest NBC Wall Street Journal poll. Among the 60% that said the economy is number one issue, which by far trumped everything, Obama's got a 15-point lead, okay? McCain cannot win this election if that stays at 15 points. He's got to close that gap. So I think he's got to talk about some big ideas on the economy. He's got to not just sit there and discount Obama's plans. He's got to start a big debate. Remember when Hillary Clinton, in the midst of the last 3 weeks of the truly competitive part of the primary season, and she came out with a gas tax, and for about 2 weeks she had Obama on his heels because suddenly she was controlling the issue debate every day. They were debating the topic she wanted to debate about. And she started getting some momentum. Well, eventually Obama pivoted and figured it out and did pull even on the issue, did fight back on it. But that took him a couple of weeks. Well, we don't have that much time left in this campaign. I think if McCain dropped a bombshell issue topic, maybe it's entitlement reform, maybe it's something else, maybe it's scrapping the tax code. I don't know. I mean, I'm not suggesting that I know what it could be.
I mean, around the table here, we all think that if he brings up William Ayers, he's going to get punished by the voters. It ain't William Ayers, is it?
No, I don't think it is, Joe. I think it's a big issue, economic issue. I think it's something that makes voters stand up and say, oh, that's right. We've got another crisis coming. We just did one bailout. There are probably 3 or 4 more federal government bailouts. Who do we want in charge of this? Do we want Barack Obama in charge? Or do we want John McCain in charge? And I think they're trying to make that case a little bit, saying, look, you don't know if you want the Obama, the liberal way of doing it, you want the conservative way of doing it, but I think McCain needs to explain it better. Because right now it sounds, sounds too much like how Bush might do something. So he's got to walk this line that both explains a different economic philosophy from Obama, but that also sounds different from Bush. Look, it's not an easy position, but I think it's more winnable than if he goes down the Bill Ayers route, which I think we think McCain and Palin are taking a drubbing in our poll on the debates right now, losing 2-1. If he goes the Bill Ayers route, voters will say he's losing the debates 3-1. His negatives will rise even more. McCain's negatives have gone up substantially in since our last poll.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck, quickly before we let you go, we showed some battleground state polls today. Indiana, North Carolina, Virginia, states like this. For people who haven't followed politics as closely and as long as you have, what is the significance of those states still being in play for Barack Obama?
Well, it means that Sarah Palin's going to Greenville, North Carolina after she hits Joe's hometown today, by the way, Pensacola. She's doing a little Pensacola tour. But she has been on the Red State Base Tour, Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. Then where has she gone in Florida? Not to swing areas, to base areas, Clearwater, now Pensacola. Now she's going to Greenville, North Carolina. It means keeping half of the Republican ticket playing defense or more of the Republican ticket playing defense. That's a significant development in October.
Very bad news in October, no doubt about it. Chucky T!
Thank you, Chuck.
Say hi to all the kids that
love
are lining the street screaming, Chucky T! Thank you so much, Chuck.